Hello, I'm James Milan with Arlington Public News, and I'm here this morning to talk with Town Counsel Douglas Heim about the anticipated proposal that we have all been hearing about relating to the Mugar property, and more generally to talk about the 40B process that may be involved with developments on that property. So, Doug, thanks so much for coming in to talk with us today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
And this is a complicated issue for most of us. I would love it if you could just give us some grounding in what the 40B process is.
Generally, the Comprehensive Permit Act, Chapter 40B, was passed in 1969 for the purposes of encouraging construction of affordable housing. And the idea was to provide some means by which the unintended consequences, or mostly unintended consequences, of a lot of local regulations, including zoning, were making it difficult for developers to create affordable housing throughout the state. It was supposed to provide more flexibility for local zoning authorities to help encourage the development of affordable housing by relaxing some of the what can be expensive, not in every case, but what can be expensive local regulations. There's a sort of process to the 40B application that Zoning Board of Appeals here and everywhere else has some discretion to decide whether a project is appropriate or not appropriate, or whether it can be made appropriate with certain conditions, and that's what we will be focused on as the town's government. What happens in the Housing Appeals Committee, if it comes to that, should it get to that, is obviously something that we'll be thinking about and want to make sure that there's a really solid decision, whether it's obviously it probably wouldn't be appealed if it was approved, but the ZBA will have to weigh the evidence and make a decision based on the merits of these proposals. But whatever happens, I think that their focus will be on getting the decision right. 40B is an important tool, and I think that I've seen in the time that I've been here that folks in the government and in this community very much support affordable housing and feel like it's an important goal for this community to have. Not only is that codified in the master plan, but I think anybody who's spent time around Arlington has seen that that's been an important goal of the selectmen and a number of other bodies. Each individual case is going to be different, and we're all going to have to sort of sit tight in part, but also, in terms of the actual formal application process, but also, think carefully about what we want to see for the future of Arlington, and what projects make sense and what projects aren't tenable in Arlington. Have an open mind where we can, but also be prepared to advocate for the things that we think are important.
For Arlington Public News and on behalf of Town Counsel Douglas Heim, I'm James Milan. Thanks for joining us.